bugs everywhere.
Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Friday, May 12th, 2023. We just to remind everybody before we get going with the video here, I will be live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. Not sure what the topic is going to be yet, but we will get that figured out and we will go from there. So Buzz brought the fruit trees down. So he brought down 4 peach, 4 apple, and 2 fig trees. He was going to bring 2 pear trees as well, but the pear trees didn't look so good, so he didn't bring those. We have blueberry bushes as well to get into the ground. So what we're doing right now, while it's not raining, there's supposed to be rain later in the day, we are getting these trees in the ground because that's important to get them in as quickly as we possibly can. So we're going to show you what we're doing. All right, so we dug the hole first. We made the hole bigger around for the tree, so once we put the tree in we can loosen up that dirt around it, and so that's part of the process. So you want to Hella will help you.
Oh yeah, she's a lot of help. Hey girl, hi.
Come on.
Bad breath.
Over here. Yeah, very bad breath. She's got that down.
It's all the bug shoes.
Well, she's chasing the grasshopper a minute ago.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Hella, out of the way, baby. And look, you got to supervise from out of the way. That's how it's supposed to go. Don't you know the rules? Haven't you got your union stewardship?
Mulch here in a little while.
You want me to bring that bag over here?
No, that's not mulch. That's dirt.
Was it down the hill?
The mulch?
Yeah.
Oh, I will have to get some of the store. Bring it.
Oh, okay. Have you ever done maple syrup?
No, I can't say I've ever done maple syrup.
Old Mutt donated some.
Yeah, Old Mutt
Maple
donated some
syrup.
gear so that we can do maple syrup in the future.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Because we got plenty of maple trees down here.
Alright. And then, see how it's slightly indented? We'll put some mulch on that. Keep the moisture in.
Yep. Alright, so now the next step, let us do this. So now we got the tree in, so the next step is to keep it protected from the deer.
You want to keep this dirt out of the area, right?
Alright, so Dave, I'm just going to have you hold this wire.
Yeah.
Don't close it up yet.
No, we're not. We're just seeing where you're going with it.
Well, we got to make sure we get these in first.
There's more bugs up here and down by the camp.
Oh, with the gnats. Yeah,
It's just that
once the
time of
breeze-
year.
Yeah, once the breeze kicks in, they'll go away.
See, sewing class, Ed.
Sewing class, yeah.
Weaving. Basket weaving 101.
So I just used 3 of these stakes. And the next one will be closer to where we're going to end up here. So we'll start right here and think. It don't matter.
Don't matter. As long as you get in like that. Actually, there you go.
Ah, poke me.
Of course, they get a glove on one hand and holding with the glove in the other hand that doesn't have the glove on it.
Of course, of course.
It's more fun that way. Sledge.
sure that we're going to be able to. I'm just trying to, let me get this before we do anything. Yeah, well, is that good?
No.
You tell me when it's a good spot.
That'll work pretty good right there.
All right. Now we zip tie it.
Zip ties, Richie.
We'll know for sure if this is working tomorrow morning.
No, this will work.
This'll work.
I did this, like I said, this is what I did in New York, and they didn't touch the, didn't touch them.
Oh, they'll go around them. Now, if in a couple of years, if they start poking out of here and we
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
removed them, oh yeah, they'll get them. But
Right now, I'll go one.
just stab myself. Well,
It's a skill.
it's a talent. Yeah, inevitable. That looks actually really good. I don't keep it, and when we get the mulch, we'll put the mulch in there.
So I'm going to walk you guys around this and so you guys can kind of see. This is exactly the same thing I did when I was in New York. Take 3 pieces of rebar and you plant the tree. You get the fencing. It's going to help protect it from the deer so the deer don't come in there and eat it to death, because that's what they'll do if you don't. And so we're going to be getting mulch later, and you know, we'll get that in there as well. So 1 tree down and 9 more to go. And we had 2 holes ready, so we got a few more holes to dig as well. But so I always, whenever I do any of these type of chores, what I always do is I do percentages, right? So we got 10 trees. Well, we're 10% of the way done now. As soon as we get the second tree in, and we got 20% done. And then before you know it, you're in pretty good shape. So, but anyway, so that's our project today. I'll show you these guys here. This one here is a Raven peach. What was that one? Do you remember?
Red Haven peach.
Red Haven?
I know I had 2 Albertas, a Red Haven and a Contender. So
let's see what we got here. This is an Alberta peach here.
So that's the Contender peach.
Okay.
And this is another Alberta.
Okay, so explain to people why you went with 3 different varieties of peach trees.
First of all, they look the healthiest.
Okay.
Bar none.
All right.
And you want to pollinate, your pollinators want to be different varieties to get better pollination rates out of it. You can plant all, despite what everybody says, you can plant all one variety.
Okay.
But you tend to get different pollination rates out of multiple varieties, especially with apples.
All right, well, let's walk down to the apples real quick and we'll discuss that, and we'll talk about what you got here. So we're not going to ever have more than 2 of the fig trees, okay? Because they'll produce more than enough for what we need with just the 2 trees. So apples wise, what do we get apples?
We got a wine sap, which is a very, very good apple. I love the wine sap.
Okay, over here we have a Macintosh over here, which is also a very good tree.
This is a Jonathan apple.
Okay.
It's a nice red apple.
Okay.
Really, really delicious apple. And then we have our golden, or our super golden apple.
Okay.
Super gold yellow delicious. Your yellow apples, your green apples will produce more pollen.
Okay.
And which is better for pollination,
Okay.
period, bar none. So if the bees decide they want to come in here because there's lots of pollen, and then they jump over to these other ones, they're going to help us pollinate big time.
Okay, very cool. So 4 different types of apples, as well as 4 peach. We will be adding more of both. We will be adding cherry trees. We will be adding pear trees as well. We're going to have, you know, this is just the first step in this journey, and there's the bees right there. So as these grow, now obviously we're not going to get any apples this year. We may get a couple next year. So, and here's something, a tip I want to make sure I give you guys, because learn from my mistakes. When I bought my trees in New York, I bought saplings. And when you buy saplings, it'll take you 3 years, 4 years to get to this level. All right, now we won't get any apples this year. Next year, we may get a couple. The 3rd year, we'll do pretty good. We'll get a decent amount of apples on that 3rd year. So that's why you buy, if you're going to buy the trees, guys, get them at this level. Get them 3 to 4 feet high, you know, 4 or 5 feet if you can, depending on what your budget is, and you know, and go from there. So you know, it's just luckily for us, Buzz works at a greenery, and so he gets a really good price on these for us, for the group. So you know, we're going to slowly eventually have, you know, maybe 60, 70, maybe 80 fruit trees. That's the game plan. So this whole area, and like I said, we're working on this right now, and so the game plan is to fill in the rest of this as well. So we're spacing. So let's talk about spacing a second. Peach trees don't get as big. They're not a big, huge tree. So they're about maybe 10 feet apart, maybe 7, 8 feet apart. And that's going to be fine. The apple trees are about 15 feet apart. And they're going to get bigger. They're going to spread out more. And so, you know, that's why you got to give them more room, so that they have room to, you know, spread. We will eventually be topping them off so they don't get too high, and you know, taking care of them that way. So it's a process. It's a thing. I'm really excited about this part of the process, because now we will have fruit trees on the property. And again, like I said, this is just the start. This whole area up through here will also be fruit trees, and then this lower part down here is all going to be greenhouses eventually. Okay, so we will continue. We may even go with like right over in here where the road in for the trailer, on that side we could put fruit trees all along that whole side. So there's a lot of places, even in the upper meadow or lower meadow, where we can put trees. So we're going to have trees. There's going to be a lot of trees, you know, as we continue to move forward and continue to do what we're doing. This is also going to help the bees out, obviously. So it's that symbiotic relationship, and so that's what we're working on. All right, guys. Well, anyway, I'm going to jump off of here for now. I wanted to share this with you, and we're going to get back to work and get things rocking and rolling. So I will get this video up so you can see it. Again, I will see you all tonight for the live stream at 8 o'clock tonight. Please join us then. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we truly will be in much, much better shape. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.